The ferry service to and from Koh Chang is both frequent and reliable, so there are always people and cars waiting at both ends for the 20-minute or so crossing. It's a beautiful green island this, and there are fabulous resorts dotted all along its coast. I'm visiting one today. It's a familiar name as well. It's called Siam Royal View. Roland, you're probably the one who has largely helped make the name Siam Royal View famous along the eastern seaboard, and I'm sure in many parts of Thailand. Is that what you set out to do?
No, not really. I think we got into this business a little bit by accident, have become fairly large with our developments, and have just set a high quality standard and continued working on it through difficult times also. And that was what has evolved is what Siam Royal View developments are today.
It's interesting that developers, and you're a good example I think, despite having success elsewhere, seem to be on the lookout for other opportunities for much of the time. And it seems to me you came across this one and knew you had to have it.
Yeah, it's very rare to find a piece of land that in itself has an absolute wow factor. And what sells property developments are wow factors. And if you don't have to build them, if you've already got it on site, it makes your job so much easier.
I'm sure you remember what it was about this setting that made you go, wow.
Well, it's the secluded private bay. It's the two-sidedness where we have oceans on two sides. It's the lush greenery all around, which is national park and can't be destroyed. The location also being close to the ferry, but close to the main strip on the island. So it's basically all the components that you need for a successful property development, and the place where I could envisage myself having a beach home.
But I can see that you really wanted to preserve a Thai feeling here on this part of the island.
We call it a modern Thai style. I think it's important to make sure that if you build something that it fits into the surrounding natural beauty. We are in Thailand here. People who come from overseas on a holiday expect to find a bit of a Thai flair, but they also expect to find a full amenities Western style house. So we have compromised between traditional Thai architecture and modern Western construction standards.
Yes, and facilities obviously.
Yes.
Even so, there's a marvellous little hippie house up the end there. What's that about?
Yeah, it's actually a water sports center with a surf bar where a couple runs. It's very authentic because they live this lifestyle. We've provided them with a piece of land where they can offer water sports to our residents and provide drinks in a chilled backpacker type of ambience, which is also something that people obviously have seen on TV. That's the way you chill in Thailand, so we need to have one area within the development where that is possible.
So once people have been here for a little while and want some activity, it would have to be water sports, of course.
Water sports is definitely big. We have our development has 4 kilometers of ocean front and 1.5 kilometers of river front. So there's a lot of water surrounding the development. We have an own 75 berth marina which can accommodate yachts up to 100 foot. We also have a dry dock area where smaller speedboats can be taken out of the water and trailered and left out of the water when the residents are not here. In the Marina village, we are also just about to open the Marina pub right at the edge of the Marina basin, and a multifunction center which will serve when there are no functions as an indoor mini golf course. So we try to provide more and more attractions on site so people can spend a multi-week holiday here and not get bored.
Your philosophy is a little different for that area, is it?
It's mixed. The marina right next to the Marina basin will house 2 very low density condominiums with only 20 units each building, right on the river, So there is both the old Thai charm of riverside lifestyle as well as a modern possibility for European lifestyle there.
So for you, you're a formal businessman in other parts of Thailand, but here it's a barefoot operation for you here at Koh Chang, and in an enviable setting that I can't see you wanting to leave.
Yeah, that's the first thing I do when I get on the island. I throw away the shoes, and my whole family enjoys walking around barefoot, and we enjoy the island lifestyle. Yeah, and it's hard to leave when we have to go back to the big cities.
So